Hey there, David here. Today I'm with Ben, and he is going to show us his 80% scale slow stick that he put together on his own. Tell us a little bit about your slow stick here. What made you decide to do an 80% size slow stick?
Yeah, well, it started with seeing actually your 100% size and the fun you've been having with doing it FPV. This one's not FPV, but it was kind of full circle. Slow stick was probably my first real plane that I had in my adult life. I actually started RC about 50 years ago, did a few things off and on, but didn't really get into flying until about 15 years ago. And first plane was a slow stick, of course, like many of us.
Do you plan on putting FPV gear on it?
I think I will, hopefully. I've been running analog for a long time and got out of that, so I'm sort of saving up a couple of dollars to get it back in and go digital, probably DJI. And
what was the biggest challenge in designing? Because these parts, you had to scale them down, but then also adjust them for the hole sizes, as well as the size of the foam, etc. What was the biggest challenge in doing this build?
Yeah, I always like trying something that's a little different than everybody else, so that was kind of how this all started. And it was scaled really well. It's actually did a lot of the resizing just in the slicer. It's actually 81%, and I came to that number because that way the holes you designed in the mount pieces fit exactly into 6mm outside diameter carbon fiber tubes that I happen to have on hand. In fact, I had everything you see here already in my closet or garage or wherever, except for the foam board. Had every single piece that you see here. So I had the motor from a different plane and all the servos and 3D printed, of course, pieces, and which was super easy. Your designs were super clean, and it was easy to put that together. The challenges were probably, I actually looked at trying to resize some of the mounting points for the foam, but because there's so many angles you designed into it, wasn't a simple resize. So I cheated, and I ended up leaving those. They're still scaled down to the 81%. But I actually just took a flat nose pliers and squeezed the foam down a little bit, and it slid right in.
Ah, perfect.
And so I call that cheating. Yeah. And I designed the gear instead of the carbon fiber you did.
I was going to ask you about your gear is different. Yep. So you didn't purchase any gear, but you did wire. So how does the wire run through here? Is it a solid piece that's bent?
It's bent. Yeah, it's one piece. It goes there and back this way to give it a little bit of a torque capability, or so it doesn't bend.
And is there
over.
A groove inside of the plate?
There is.
Okay.
The top plate is your original design. Got your logo right there. And the bottom, I didn't actually bend it that straight, but I was able to, in the 3D print design and just in Tinkercad, match the bend of the wire, and only took a couple shots, and I made it fairly thick and a lot of perimeters, and hopefully it'll hold up. I think it will.
I wonder if that would scale up, because I've loved making landing gear like that, and I hate having to buy things. But that's great.
Yeah. So
and you did the bolt-on wings, and you did the steerable tail wheel.
Yep.
And it's linked to the rudder channel. It's beautiful. Any thoughts on before you fly it? Where did you end up balancing it?
Kind of, I would say about this point. So just based on, no battery on here right now, but right about just past the peak of the curve of the wing. Hopefully that's about right. We'll see. Flown a few planes in my time, so hopefully we're close.
It looks good. And so you got the carbon fiber leading edge and trailing edge. You didn't put anything here. I usually put a little bit here just to protect.
Oh yeah.
But for long lasting, but that looks great.
Yeah. And I was trying to be mindful of weight, just not knowing what I was getting into. Running a little smaller battery than you do as well, and a little smaller motor, so just trying to make sure we find the right balance.
What size battery are you running on this?
This is going to be an 1800 3S, and I also had those, so that was another thing that sort of drove me to design to the size, to kind of design to the battery.
And what size?
That's a 2212. It's a 1250 kV, probably a little higher than I might have chosen if I bought one brand new, but I had it on the shelf. So.
And what size ESC did you use?
Just a 20 amp, so should be okay. Yeah. So again, just everything I had: Express LRS, 4-channel receiver, tiny, very lightweight.
And what servos are you using? 9 grams?
Those are just 9 gram. Just the tower style. Amazon, about $6 or whatever. So.
Great. Well, it
So,
looks beautiful. Let's go ahead
thanks.
and fly it.
Yeah, sounds great. Plug in for maiden.
What do you usually do on a first flight? What do you check?
Control directions,
Okay.
up and down, right, left.
All right. Looks the handle's really good. Whoa,
Nope.
there goes your wheel.
All right, maybe we got a little glue.
Maiden flight. So Ben, what do you think?
Brings back good memories of simple days and learning how to fly.
Touch and go. And look at that smile there. Who wouldn't be having a good time with a slow stick, right? Oh yeah. Final thoughts?
It flew great. Flew almost 10 minutes and still had about 40% battery left, so it'll be a nice relaxing flyer from that standpoint. So I think I'll get out on an easy chair and kick back and relax and enjoy it. So
Awesome. Thanks for sharing your build.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing you fly FPV.
yeah, thanks for the design. Appreciate
Thanks.
it.